Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video with your host, Rising Oblivion. Today, guys, we are going to be talking about the limited run games Persona 4 Golden on new modern physical release for modern consoles. So this is pretty interesting. If you don't remember, I think about a month ago, or almost close to a month, Persona 3 had a physical release of all the different platforms for that from these people at Limited Run Games. But now it is Persona 4 Golden's turn. In that video I talked about how Persona 4 Golden was going to be a little bit later, so they did Persona 3. Now we're on to Persona 4 Golden. So we have some different collector's editions here, different standard versions of the game and whatnot, but let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to be expecting, what we're going to be getting into this. This is very similar to what they had with Persona 3. If you don't know what this, what these people do, Limited Run Games, they like to find games that don't have current physical releases and then give them physical releases. So you actually have the case or a collector's edition, a Steelbook, something like that. That is what they specialize in. And today we're going to be talking about Persona 4 Golden. So let's go ahead and just jump into some details first before we jump into all the different versions. So this is going to be for the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, alongside, of course, also Persona 3 Portable, also having those different releases on those consoles as well. Pre-orders for Persona 4 Golden starts October 27th, 2023. So that's going to be just a couple weeks down the road, or I guess about a week down the road. 6 days from this video, so that's just a week basically. So from October 27th to December 10th is the time frame for getting these different versions of Persona 4 Golden. But let's go ahead and just jump right into this. So we have, of course, the normal standard edition. The standard edition is going to be $34.99 US, so just about 35 bucks. Not too bad, about half the price for what a real game currently would be, a full price game releasing physically right now. Of course, these games are a bit older. They're also super old PS2 games, so kind of it makes sense for that to be the price range. But if you want these games physically or just want them in your collection, if you're a collector or something, or if you don't have them yet, I definitely recommend doing that. 35 bucks for Persona 4 Golden or Persona 3 Portable. Either way, I think that's great. That's a steal. Of course, they're amazing games. So let's move on over to the Glimore edition. So just like we had with the Persona 3 game, we also have this for Persona 4 Golden. Of course, the Glimore edition being pretty similar to what we had there. I think exactly the same, to be completely honest. So we have the physical version of Persona 4 Golden in there, of course, a Persona 4 Golden slipcover, which is what that actual cover on the left is, the Glimore book box. So all of this is stored inside that little box, and also the Steelbook is included in there as well. I believe this means you get a actual normal physical case, a Steelbook, the slipcover, and then also the Glimore book is where this is all neatly, tightly packaged into. And of course, you pick your platform of choice when checking out for this. This is $70, so 70 bucks, not too bad, just about $10 more than what last gen would be. Exactly what current gen stuff is. So you get a Steelbook, a slipcover, a book box, basically a nice place to store it all, plus a Steelbook is what you can get for pretty much the exact price of a modern console game right now. So that's not too bad. Now, moving on to the last one here. If you're a person who really loves Persona 4 Golden, that just really loves collecting these games and stuff like that, there is even more we can jump into, and that is the Midnight Channel Edition. So this is $200, a decent bit more than the last ones. And of course, I think this is just them trying to go out of their way to be like, look, if you really love these games and you really want something crazy, here is the big crazy collector's edition that you can have. So the Midnight Channel Edition, like I said, $200, includes a physical copy of Persona 4 Golden, like we expected, a Lenticular box, channel box, so a Midnight Channel box that actually comes in, which is what that little TV there looks like. It's like an old classic CRT TV. That's kind of the box for all of the stuff. So you still have the Glimore box that the game and the Steelbook and stuff goes into, but that goes into an even bigger box that includes all of this extra stuff, which, like I'm going to say, the Persona 4 Golden official soundtrack, a premium trading card set, Yu Murakami's glasses and display stand, which is whack as can be, a premium trading card set, an all-out attack 3D shadow box, like we've seen similarly with what we had in Persona 4 or Persona 3 Portable. They also had that sort of shadow box stuff display. This is the all-out attack, like quick little picture it shows right before that attack happens. You can get that in a shadow box. A metal Teddy statuette. Don't know why you'd want Teddy. Of course, you also get the Steelbook, the Persona 4 Golden ending photo, which you can see is sort of like laying down there, a Midnight Channel pin, and an individually numbered Certificate of Authenticity, which is exactly the same that Persona 3 Portable had as well. It had that Certificate of Authenticity. So everything that is included in this is included in the last, different versions here. So whatever you want in the Midnight Channel collection, you get all of it. You get all the stuff that's in the Glamour edition. You get the Steelbook and all that extra stuff. Basically, you're paying an extra like $120 basically for the trading card set, the glasses, the extra bigger box, the statuette, the soundtrack, the pin, and the all-out attack 3D shadow box. So you're getting all of that for that extra, like I said, about $100-something there. It's where they're trying to justify that. So that is the 3 different versions we have here. Standard version, $35. The Glamour edition, which includes a Steelbook, basically the Steelbook version with a collectible box that it goes into, $70. The Midnight Channel edition, $200, but you get a bunch of different goodies and extras to go alongside that. Basically just stuff to show off, right? Pretty much what we have there. But that's not all. Not only did we get, these different collector's editions for this game, but we have some other cool stuff as well. There's a couple things of merchandise that are released alongside this. Some of it is like hoodies and t-shirts and stuff. I'm not going to talk about that. You can do that in your own time. It's not that big of a deal. It's just hoodies and shit. But we have a Persona 4 Golden Nitro deck for the Nintendo Switch. So this is a $90 purchase, but look at this thing. It is nice. It looks amazing. It is a actual like Persona 4 Golden deck for the Nintendo Switch. You can make your Switch look all, pimped out basically. It looks like that is a Switch Lite, I'm pretty sure is what that is, but you're gonna have to take a look on the website to see if they have different versions. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's $90 for this. Moving on, there is the Persona 4 Golden Foil Skate Deck. So if you're any skaters out there and you really love Persona 4 Golden, you could get a foil skate deck, I guess, which is going to be $75, which is pretty interesting. But they have that there. They released some cool stuff alongside this. I'm glad it was more than just the game, and I'm glad that they decided to sell some of the stuff separately. Something I wish they would have done is had these soundtracks bundled in with like the Glamour edition. I would have paid like an extra $1 for the soundtrack or something, or release the soundtrack sort of by itself, because the music is such a like treasured thing when it comes to these games. I really wish they would have done something like that. I think most of the prices are actually worth it when it comes to all of this stuff. The Midnight Channel edition I think is kind of insane, but if you just want the game, $35, absolutely. These are amazing JRPGs. Having them physically as well is just kind of like a bonus. Like, you should pay $35 for these games almost anyway for the standard edition. It's amazing that they did that. And the Glamour edition, $70. If you're a person who just wants to beef it up a little bit, maybe you're a Steelbook collector or something like that, or you want somewhere nice to put all this stuff in a nice bundled little box, the Glamour edition's great. And if you're just an absolute crackhead that just wants a bunch of extra stuff, the $200 edition, maybe you got some extra cash to throw around, that's the one to go for. Like I said, you get all of the previous stuff from the different collector versions inside of this, so you're getting everything for this. And then, of course, we have the Switch Nitro deck, and then we also have the foil skate deck for a skateboard. I probably wouldn't even skate on this thing. I would keep it looking pristine. That's something you hang up on the wall, I guess. But I think that's going to be it for this video, guys. I'm back to making videos and trying to stream more and more. Check down in the description below for my Twitch channel. Been streaming some spooky games for, October, spooky season. But I have a new computer. I'm trying to do a lot more content. I'm getting back into content creation and whatnot again. I got this new computer set up, so I'm able to do a whole lot more than before, so I'm really getting back into making content again. But I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be, doing stuff with you guys and making content. And this is like the perfect thing for me to come back for. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe for more content. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching.